Okay. Question 5, figure 5.1 shows a device that cools the air in the room by evaporation. Evaporation, what happened? The most energetic molecules gain energy from the surrounding and escape. The less molecules with the low energy are left behind. So evaporation is also a cooling process.
To break bonds. Bonds with the okay. पता ही नहीं और लगाने पड़ेंगे ग्राफ पूरा हमें फिजिक्स ही रहता है चैप्टर 6 में रहता है सीरियसली करना सीरियसली.
So in the last question, part B1, you have, when we remove this sheet of a glass, first the pressure of the liquid is more than the pressure of atmosphere, so the liquid will move out. When the liquid will move out, the pressure of a liquid decreases because the depth is decreasing. And eventually what will happen? When the inside pressure and the outside pressure, like the pressure due to atmosphere and the pressure due to liquid, balances out, that time the liquid will stop in the vertical tube. That you have to say. So first thing you'll mention, the liquid will move out from the inverted tube because the liquid pressure is more than the outside pressure or atmospheric pressure. The liquid pressure decreases because the level is decreasing, and eventually the liquid pressure is equals to atmospheric pressure. Yes?
How much mark?
3 marks are there, I guess.
Actually,
2?
Yeah.
3.
Sir,
3 marks are there for that.
Oh, yes, sir. Thinking of that. Sir, you edited the file. Yes, sir. Yeah.
सर अल्काइन में वाई नहीं आता है.
ये कौन सा है?
Okay. When the water evaporates, the temperature of a water remaining in the sponge block decreases. Explain in terms of the movement of the particle why this decreases a decrease in temperature occur. Why the temperature decreases?
The high energy.
The high energy particles escape the liquid, leaving behind the low energy particles, which are cooler.
Other molecules.
So the most energetic molecules or high energetic molecules, the most energetic water molecules escape.
Yeah, then the left behind molecules will be
The molecules which are left behind have low energy. That's why it will cool down. Yes. Explain why energy is needed when the water evaporates. Why we need energy to evaporate the water?
because of the bond.
To break the bond, because there is a bond between the attraction between the water particles. To break this attraction, we need energy. Energy is required. It's the same thing. If you say energy is required to break the bond or to break the force of attraction or decrease the force of attraction, that's also fine. 2 ways evaporation differ from boiling. Evaporation, no bubbles form. It happen at the surface. Evaporation, no bubbles form.
Slower than boiling.
And evaporation, a slow process. Where boiling, bubbles will form. It happen throughout the liquid.
Boiling at the fixed temperature.
And happen or occur at a fixed temperature. Where evaporation occur at a range of a temperature. Question 6. The loudspeaker shown in figure 6.1 produces a sound with a frequency of 800 Hertz. What is meant by frequency?
The number of waves.
Number
It
of
is-
complete waves formed in unit time.
Is it correct number of waves?
Just a minute. You have a question related to this also. Then later ask later.
Waves divided by
देखो सही से बताओ वैसे कभी किया
जब तक लिखे हैं बस yes या no में बोल. Yes.
If you say frequency is the loudness of a sound, that is not the right definition. That is, loudness depends on amplitude. So frequency is not loudness. Frequency does not affect the loudness. The loudness is affected by amplitude. The louder the sound, higher the amplitude. Explain whether the sound produced by the speaker is audible to human. So because the normal range is from 20 Hertz
Sir, because
to 20,000 Hertz. That is a normal audible range. So this is within the audible range.
the speaker is like audible range till 800, so we can then.
Yeah, so we will just say that Like this is within the audible range of 20 to 20,000, so it can be recorded. 20,000 hertz does not mean a loud sound. 20,000 hertz means a high vibration, a high pitch.
दिखाया हुआ है फिर कोई दिखाया तो
Describe the motion of the cone in figure 6.1 and explain how this causes a production of the sound. So how this cone will move? The cone of a loudspeaker will oscillate to and fro, or like vibrate to and fro. As a result, what will happen? It will collide with the air molecules. And when it collides with the air molecules, what it will produce? It will produce a region of a compressions and rarefaction. So waves are produced, like, but you,
vibrate, waves will be produced.
so vibration of the cone of a loudspeaker collide with the air particle, like cone of a loudspeaker vibrate, which collide with the air particle, cause a vibration of the air particles and produce compression and rarefactions. Mark distribution for one is for vibration of the cone here.
When the cone moves,
The vibration of a cone, one is causing a vibration to the air particle. That is one thing. Then producing compression and rarefaction. So sound wave propagate by compression and rarefaction.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If a cone moves forward, so it will be high temperature. Yes, yes. If a cone will move forward, it will be high temperature. And if a cone will move backwards, it will be low pressure.
Pressure, you mean?
Yes. Okay.
So in this question, yeah, the only last part. Whether the sound produced by a speaker is audible, you have to compare with the audible range. The audible range is from 20 to 20,000 hertz. That is the audible range. The speaker was producing 800 hertz. So this 800 hertz is within the audible range. So it can be detected by the healthy human ear. Yeah.
So every human has a different.
Yeah, the range is it, and the range changes with the age.
With age or with.
The sun is very large and extremely violent ball of a gas. Electromagnetic radiation from the explosion of this on the surface of the sun reaches the earth. Explain why the sound from the explosion on the surface of a sun does not reach. So there's a vacuum between the sun and the earth.
Sound
So-
can't travel.
Yeah, there's a vacuum between the sun and earth, and sound cannot travel through vacuum. So first, one mark for referring a vacuum, like no particles between the sun and earth. And the second mark, sound require a medium
Sound
to
required
propagate,
medium travel.
to travel or propagate. So this was a pop quiz, the last week pop quiz. We'll
सर आप क्वेश्चन का जवाब देंगे?